What's going on, everyone? Make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, and subscribe to our YouTube. All you have to do is search 3-Man Wrestling Podcast, and you'll have instant access to all things 3MWP. We thank you for your support.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the 3-Man Wrestling Podcast. I am your host, Steven. To my left, we have Alex.
What's going on, guys?
Alex is here, and right in front of me, we have Chris. What's up, Chris?
Hello.
Obviously, last week, no episodes.
Unfortunately.
You could blame the snow for that one.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't our fault.
It's a nor'easter.
Nor'easter, man.
Yeah.
Got lots of snow.
Hopefully that's the end of it.
Hopefully, it is almost April.
Yep.
Couple days till April. Couple days till WrestleMania.
Yeah.
That's a good segue, Steven. So we're going to talk about Raw this episode. It is the second to last Raw before the big show on April 8th. So lots of interesting stuff happened on Monday.
Yeah.
So to open up this episode, we had Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman in the middle of the ring.
Finally. Kind of. I mean, like, Brock was there, but it's good to see Brock in back-to-back weeks.
Yes, Brock showed up back-to-back weeks.
Yep.
To which I wrote down with a question mark, no more Brock doesn't show up
Yeah.
angle.
Yeah, they kind of are throwing out all these angles of, Brock not being there and stuff like that.
I feel like it might be due to the fact that John Cena and Undertaker are doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Which has its benefits, but also I kind of liked it more than Brock just beating Roman up every week, which we should get to real quick. Roman Reigns, as Paul Heyman said, is no longer suspended.
No.
As we know, he got suspended 2 weeks ago after he acted out. So he's no longer suspended, but he also isn't here. Plot twist. He was there. You hear the crowd. The crowd is like, because Roman Reigns is casually strolling through the crowd with the steel chair, I might add. So
yeah,
he's ready.
Always come equipped.
He's ready to rumble. To reference the legendary David Arquette film from the 90s. The WCW film. Anyway, Roman casually strolls to the ring. Not sure I agreed with this strategy because that gave Brock plenty of time to realize that Roman was there instead of just straight up ambushing him.
Yeah. Bold strategy by Roman.
While he didn't get absolutely murdered like last week when he was handcuffed, Roman, by the, what were they? U.S. Marshals.
Yeah, the U.S. In quotations, the U.S.
stupid.
Marshals.
A.k.a. the local talent
That's so
that they
stupid.
hired for the
Because,
night.
it was bad when he was reading his Miranda rights on the iPhone. That's when you know it's kind of bad.
But yeah, Roman got a decent amount of offense in this week on Brock. Yeah, he beat him up with the steel chair a little bit. So, but Roman dies again. He got pretty beat up yet again by the beast that is Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, he turned Brock red. Number one thing, you never want to turn Brock
It was
bright
pretty
red.
much purple this
Yeah,
week.
he was very close to purple. That's no. You can't do that. Roman should know better.
And for the first time ever, I think we got an F5 on the steel steps.
Yeah.
Roman took a nice F5 on the steel steps. I don't know. I don't mind this. I don't mind how they're building to WrestleMania with these two. I mean, that is pretty much the name of the game. They're just going to go in there and beat each other up at WrestleMania. So we know Roman's going to win that match. For our drinking game, I'll probably put, if Roman doesn't win, drink all the liquor that is left, because that will be the main event most likely. So maybe there won't be that much left. But that will be... Oh my God, my notes went away. Hold on. Okay, we're back.
We need the notes.
I gotta remember where we are. Chris, how do you feel about how they're leading up to WrestleMania with Roman and Brock Lesnar?
Oh, it's okay. I'm not really that into it.
But why? This is the main event of WrestleMania, dude. You're supposed to be into it.
I don't know.
You're supposed to love it.
I don't know.
Vince wants you to love Roman Reigns.
Were you into it more?
Did you? Yeah.
Were you into it more when Roman was doing the good promos that he was having those last few weeks?
And
up
Brock
until
wasn't showing up.
Yeah, Brock wasn't showing up. Were you more engaged then compared to when Brock was showed up and started attacking Roman?
Maybe. Yeah, I mean, I felt like this was kind of forced. I don't know.
Define forced.
Like they wanted them to fight. Like obviously they wanted them to fight. Like they kept pushing it, and it was like I feel like it wasn't really that great. It was just like I'm gonna beat him up for a little bit. I'm gonna beat him up for a little bit. And it's kind of like okay.
I agree. I feel like if they told Brock, obviously he doesn't talk a lot.
No.
They gave him the mic and he's like, look, keep talking about my contract, how I don't have to show up. Like I make more money in this 5 minutes I have to stand here and watch Paul Heyman do something stupid about talking about me than anyone else in the locker room gets paid all year or something like that. I feel like that give it a little bit more of a, I don't know, an edge. I guess.
Because now we've seen them fight like twice now. Or
Well, they've had
times?
matches before too, so you
Yeah,
have to keep
but,
that
like,
in mind.
Like you should save everything right now for the big fight. Like the
I agree.
big match.
Mm-hmm.
And
This
right now
is-
they keep like blue balling it.
This is like the only match that's happening at WrestleMania that has happened before. Like every other match
Is
is like
new.
the first time ever that the combination. Obviously, there's like a lot of multi-man matches, but like the combination of the people is the first time ever.
And
So-
I think the whole stretcher thing was a little overkill.
From last week,
Yeah.
I'm always I'm a
Like
I'm
Roman
a
Reigns is
sucker for
getting
the.
taken out on a stretcher, then you just see Brock Lesnar. "Roar." I was like, really?
I don't know, they do that a lot when someone
they
gets
do a lot.
stretchered
And
out.
then he comes back. Roman's like, I'm ready to fight again. When he was like
Yeah.
hospitalized.
I mean,
Like,
he is
okay.
Roman Reigns. He's a superhero.
Yeah, I mean, I do give him extra points because he wears a vest and pants.
Was he wearing a vest Monday? I feel like he just had a shirt on.
No, I think you're just wearing.
Yeah, he
his
just had a shirt on. Maybe that's why he keeps getting beat up. He's just showing up
He
in
needs his
a
power
shirt.
vest.
Protects him. He has that
'Cause-
bulletproof vest.
yeah.
He doesn't get hurt.
The chair shots would have been a little bit better with the bulletproof vest on.
Potentially. Well, after that, we had Nia Jax versus Mickey James. But first, you know, we like different opinions on this show. It's the whole concept of the 3-man wrestling podcast.
I never knew that.
Yeah, you did. That was the first thing we ever said on this show. So we're gonna bring in our friend here, our friend Katie.
Hello.
Can you hear her?
No.
You have to get closer to the mic.
Hello.
She's here. She's gonna come on every once in a while,
Yeah.
talk about some women's wrestling with us. So this week, first time she's ever gonna be on this show. She's been on our live streams. If
Yeah.
you ever seen our live stream for a pay-per-view or our reaction video or quick clip that's on our YouTube channel, she's there. She is a big fan of Nia Jax, so she'll definitely be into this. But this match was basically, I did want to point out that Mickey James, obviously she's with Alexa Bliss, but she came out to Alexa Bliss's music, which I thought that was kind of weak. Give her her own music
Yeah.
if she's going to come out. I mean, Alexa Bliss is obviously a champion. That's the point of the whole feud, but I don't know. Anyway, this match went about as expected. Nia Jax completely destroys Mickey James. So, guys, what'd you think? What do you think about this leading up to WrestleMania? Nia Jax versus Alexa Bliss will be the women's title match, the Raw women's title match at WrestleMania. What do you guys think?
Do you want my honest opinion?
Yes, that's what we do here.
Like my complete honest opinion?
Yes.
When I first saw the match, like I was like, oh, again? And I just thought of that like Family Guy scene where they were like, Tony Robbins hungry.
But why
with Nia
again?
Jax.
They haven't had a match yet. They're friends, or were friends.
No, she beat her up in the locker room. Right?
Yeah, in a locker room, but it wasn't a match.
Yeah, I was like, oh.
It doesn't count.
And didn't they all fight each other in the cage?
No, I wasn't
I
there.
wasn't
No.
in that match.
Mickey James was,
Mickey James was.
and then they became friends after that, right?
Oh.
Or was that before?
It was a little bit before that.
I don't know. I feel like I didn't need to see this. I was like,
I know, but I'm talking about the WrestleMania match. What do you feel about that? How do you feel about that match at WrestleMania? Are you excited? Are you don't care? Are you lukewarm?
I'm gonna say Jonathan Cabrera. I'm gonna say I'm neutral.
Neutral? Could care less
Yeah.
kind of thing? Well,
It is what it is.
let's bring a new opinion in. Katie,
Hello.
how do you feel about Nia Jax, Alexa Bliss, Raw Women's title?
I'm excited for it.
Are you
But-
excited for it just because of Nia Jax or because you think it's going to be a good match?
Well, it's going to be a good match because Nia's going to throw Alexa around a bit. But I do not like the way they're going about it with the whole weight thing and
Okay.
the microphone.
It's a fair point.
Kind of stupid.
How do you think they should go about it?
Just to create a different bad blood between them.
What bad blood though? How if you had Vince McMahon's ear, you were in the writing room right next to him. He said, "Give me your thoughts on this. What should we do?" You're on the spot. It's
Bring-
Vince McMahon.
Bring back the
You could
blood.
get fired right now.
Just have one of them turn in ring. Because they were friends.
Right?
Nia threw Alexa around once, and then they were all good for a while.
Right?
So just keep with that. But if you follow Nia on social media, she does bring up her pro body image thing. So she might be coming up with a moral of the story type match thing. Whatever.
So you're saying Nia Jax is definitely going to win at WrestleMania.
Yes.
What do you guys think? Right now, who do you think is going to win that match?
What do I think, or what should I say?
What do you think?
What do I
Well,
think?
This isn't your prediction yet. We will do the predictions
Yeah.
next week, but just right now, gut feeling.
Well, just because she said Nia's gonna win, I don't want her to win. That's how I feel right now. I'm like, no, she can't win. This is stupid. But do I think she's gonna win? Yeah. But now I don't want her to.
Rude.
Alex, you've been quiet on this one.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like they're gonna bill it as something emotional, like not emotional, but those typical matches where Alexa is gonna try to make Nia feel bad for throwing her around, and then Alexa's gonna take advantage.
Right.
And I hope they don't do that because I like what Nia's been doing, and like I said, she's been doing a lot of great character work lately. So I think she deserves to have the title. So right now, in my opinion, I think she's gonna win at Mania. That's not my prediction, but right now I think she deserves to get the title.
Let's keep in mind here, guys, that there is a Money in the Bank briefcase floating around.
There is.
I think it's very possible that Carmella is going to cash in on the winner of this match. Given the
Well, it
fact that
makes the
Asuka and
most
Charlotte
sense.
are the other match, I believe Money in the Bank is the second pay-per-view after WrestleMania. We'll give you more info on the first one in a few weeks.
A few weeks.
Um,
A few weeks down the line.
once we have things figured out for that. But I think if I had Vince McMahon's ear, which we just talked about, I'd say, hey, Vince, I think Alexa should win the match. Be all beat up, bruised from Nia Jax. She gets a cheap win like Alexa Bliss tends to do.
Yeah,
with
like that's
her
what I
heel.
was saying. I think they might
Yeah.
lean that way.
And then
which I don't want to.
Carmella takes advantage of that, cashes in. That way, you protect Nia, which they've been doing. She's only really lost to Asuka, which everyone knows, so it doesn't really make a difference. I think that would make a lot of sense, having Alexa Bliss lose to Carmella in a cash-in at WrestleMania, the grandest stage of them all. I think that'd be fun.
When Seth cashed in at Mania, I was just wondering what he pinned Roman though, right? But
Yes.
So Roman ended up winning, and then Seth
No,
cashed
it
in.
was during the match. He cashed in during the match.
Okay, that's
It
what it
turned
was.
into a triple
yeah,
threat.
Yeah, okay, that's what. Do you think that could happen, or no?
No, there's no way. No, so it would be after the match if that's the case. But another thing to take into account is that given all the matches that are confirmed, this match might be on the pre-show, which in turn would make the cash-in kind of.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
It can't. I don't think you want to put a title match on the pre-show.
Well, a title match is gonna have to be on the pre-show.
Why?
U.S. title match.
No,
Why?
I think Orton's gonna know.
No pre-show to forward.
We'll talk about that on SmackDown. Let's not
Randy
get off
Orton,
track
bro.
here because that's a
IC?
SmackDown title.
No, that's
No,
the
that
big
can't be on. No, we'll talk about that more in a bit. So after that, we had some cruiserweight action. We haven't had the cruiserweights on Raw in a
No,
while.
the cruiserweight title could be on the pre-show.
No, I wouldn't put that.
I'm just saying.
Let's not
it
get.
could. It could. Okay. I'm just saying it could. Could.
Not right now. Not right now.
We'll
Not
talk
right
later,
now.
but I'm saying it
We
could.
got to talk about Raw right now. Okay. So We had some cruiserweight action. We had the two finalists for the cruiserweight title, Cedric Alexander and Mustafa Ali, teaming up against Drew Gulak and TJP. I think it was cool that the cruiserweights got back on Raw for a bit. They haven't been on in a while.
They have to hype them up for Mania.
Right.
So.
This match continued to push the whole friendly competition thing that Cedric and Mustafa have had over the past few months. They're buddies, so they're both going to go in. Obviously, once that bell rings, it's a little different at WrestleMania. But this match, it was a fun match. Cruiserweights are always a good time if you give them some time, some room to do what they do best, some flips and stuff like Chris likes.
It makes it more fun.
But Cedric Alexander hit his lumbar check on TJP, but he didn't know that Mustafa tagged him while he was in the process of getting to that point. So he gets in there, he hits his 054 on TJ Perkins and steals the win. So that was fun. It pushes that, like I said, friendly competition thing with them further. I'm looking forward to that match.
Yeah.
Chris, you don't know much about the cruiserweights. We watched an episode of 205 Live. Are you at all excited for the cruiserweight title match at WrestleMania?
Of course. I've been waiting for Luke Stronghold to get his chance.
No.
And I want him to come back. He got defeated by Mr. T, and I think he deserves another chance. That's how I feel.
So what you're saying is, after WrestleMania, you're hoping he gets another opportunity.
No, at WrestleMania.
At WrestleMania.
Yes, at WrestleMania.
I don't believe that's how it works.
I want him to, while Mr. T's fighting whoever.
Hey, maybe
he
he'll be in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
Wait,
maybe he'll win.
The Green Giant's coming back?
No. Dude, the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. It's named after him.
I know, that's too many words you're saying right now. The moral of the story is Mr. T is going to be fighting whoever it is in his match.
Mustafa Ali.
Yeah, Mustafa. Wait, really?
Yeah.
Wait, Mufasa?
No, Mustafa.
Okay, so Mr. T is going to be fighting Mufasa in the ring, and Luke Stronghold is just going to come right out under it.
From under the ring like Kane?
Sure.
He's going to come from hell?
It's a little darker.
Or like out from the ring and then in. Because the way you said it's like he's going to come through the ring like Kane does.
I'd like to see either one.
I feel as though coming through the ring wouldn't exactly fit his character.
It wouldn't. But he has a stronghold, so I can see him doing that.
Hey man, maybe. If you get that right, props to you. I'm not sure that's how it's gonna go.
I think I might win the predictions of the year.
I think we would just give you if you predicted that exactly. Luke Stronghold comes out through the ring because Luke Stronghold doesn't exist in the first place.
He does.
He comes through the ring like Kane.
He's even better than Luke
and
Cage.
Enters himself into the match and wins.
Yeah,
that'd be an interesting way for them to do it.
And I feel like that would definitely get ratings. No one would be seeing it coming. Everyone would be like, "Oh my god, this is killer."
I don't think there's ratings for WrestleMania. I think it's buys, and at that point they would have already bought it.
Yeah, but then people are going to see it next year even more because of that crazy stuff that happened.
I mean, it's not really buys anymore because of the network. It's subscriptions.
Well, you'd still.
And most people just use the free trial.
This month, yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, after that was a segment I really enjoyed was the Miz TV this week. This was a good time. Side note, congrats to the Miz. His baby was born today.
Congratulations, Miz.
So it's probably weight off his shoulders because apparently the due date was the day before or the day of WrestleMania, so it came a little early. He could relax a bit. He doesn't have to miss WrestleMania now. But that might change the outcome of this match because now he'll probably want some time off after WrestleMania. But we had the Miz TV. It started off with the Miz kind of being hard on his buddies in the Miztourage, saying that they have been letting him down lately. They're like, we're doing the best we can, blah, blah, blah. The Miz isn't really happy with them, though, because despite all the success he's had with them having his back, he's just not having it. And he even says to Bo Dallas, you should go, Bo, leave yourself back to catering.
Yeah, I actually heard that. I was like,
which is kind of rude.
It's kind of
But
weird.
Seth Rollins comes out. Him and Finn Balor were the guests on advertised guests on Miz TV. And he says, like, the Miztourage, they're feeling underappreciated. The tables turned a little bit. Seth was egging on the situation when the Miz is usually the one doing that. He's like, when was the last time you thanked them for all the help they've been giving you? You're the Intercontinental Champion because of them. You wouldn't be where you are without them or whatever. And then then Finn comes out. He says that in the back he heard Bo Dallas saying some stuff about the Miz, like how he's a coward, stuff like that. And Bo Dallas is like, no, I said he's a phony, whatever, who can't fight. And then he kind of got tricked into saying that. So the Miz is like, oh, are doing, I love you guys. Don't go anywhere. What are you doing? And even Bo Dallas was going to get in Miz's face, but Curtis Axel stopped him. He's like, no, don't do this. We don't need to do that. But then the Miz says, in however many days, I'm going to be the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion ever. I'm going to be better than Macho Man, better than Tito Santana, Honky Tonk Man, and Mr. Perfect. To which the crowd goes, oh, and Curtis Axel's face changes because that's his dad. He did not like that. So then they're both getting in his face. The Miz isn't like in a situation. He's surrounded by them and Seth and Finn. Seth and Finn are having a good time, though. They're enjoying seeing the Miz squirm. But, Chris, what does Admiral Akbar say in Star Wars?
It's a trap.
It was a trap set by the Miz and the Miztourage.
It's a trap.
And they started ambushing Finn and Seth. So, dastardly actions by the Miz. But the Miz and the Miztourage are attacking them, but eventually Finn gets the upper hand. He clears the ring, picks up that title, gives that classic Finn smile. He holds that title high. What do you guys think? How does Finn look with that belt?
Great.
Great. Chris?
I didn't know he was Irish.
Yes. Have you ever met someone named Finn that wasn't Irish?
No, yeah, in Star Wars. Guy's black. He's not Irish.
He could be African
That's
American
not his
and
name,
Irish.
though.
Okay,
That's his nickname.
I'm sorry. I apologize. But
His name is
he's not Irish.
FN2187.
Yeah, but he's called Finn.
Yeah, it's a nickname.
So it's still Finn.
How did you not know he wasn't Irish?
I
Have you
never heard him
listened to
talk.
Yes, you have.
I haven't.
He definitely talked like 2 weeks ago.
No. Never. He just smiles.
Because we were talking about how much he smiled, but we were talking about how much he was smiling during his promo on Miss TV 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember him just smiling, though.
He
And
does
Seth
have a,
doing
he
all
does
the
have a
talking.
nice smile.
He does.
Yeah, I mean,
So I
maybe
could
when he
see how it
smiles,
distracted you.
I just forget. Yeah, I just forget. Get lost in his dentures.
I had fun with that. I thought that was entertaining. Some good stuff from Miz TV. And again, congrats to him and Maurice on the birth of their baby girl.
Boo.
Wow. Wow. That's mean, dude. But we're going to talk about some women again, so we're going to bring Katie back in here.
Our WWE women's reporter.
Me and Alex talked about this segment a bit. We had Sasha and Bailey backstage.
Yeah.
In what appeared to be a high school hallway
Yeah, we were.
with the lockers. And
we were back in our high school days looking at that stuff.
I said, this isn't really helping the fact that this feud kind of reminds me of high school drama in the first place. How you're supposed to be my friend, but you're not. You betrayed me, stuff like that. I've definitely heard that exact conversation in high school before. I'm sure you guys did too.
Mm-hmm.
So the high school hallway didn't really help that situation. But Bailey says that she's going to enter the Battle Royal at WrestleMania, and she's going to win. She's going to win that Women's Battle Royal, now named the WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal.
Thank everyone in WWE for changing the name.
But they go back and forth a little bit. Bailey says that Sasha doesn't like the fact that she can't control her anymore, and that's the reason why she keeps her around, because she could toy with her, control her, and have her do whatever she wants. And she says, you keep screwing me over in these matches because you know that you can't beat me. And Sasha's like, well, I'm a 4-time women's champion. I know I could beat you. And Bailey's like, well, how long have you held the belt? Or how many times have you defended the belt? Which is 0 times, because she's won the belt, held it for a few days, and lost it every single time. And I think combined, Sasha has like 80-something days as champion, and Bailey in her one reign has like 78 or something like that. So, Bailey has a point there, that maybe she is better than Sasha Banks. Anyway, guys, I'm going to stop talking for a bit. What do you guys all think?
Well, I called this.
Did you?
I
Did
said
you call
that.
it?
Yeah, Because I said it.
What'd you say, Alex?
I said I think it's gonna be Sasha versus Bailey at Mania,
It's not gonna be.
and then you said you think Absolution is gonna.
Okay,
involve
but that's
still.
not. Neither of those things are happening.
Yeah, but I'm just saying I think they're gonna do Sasha versus Bailey at Mania.
No, they're not.
Why
They're
not?
literally both in the picture for the battle royal.
So
So
So that
why don't you put them
they're
on a
all-
separate match?
No, because there's only so many matches you could have.
Add one more. Make this even more stacked.
well, come
That's
on.
I want to see this
How-
match.
adding one more
It's
won't
not
be that bad.
happening. Maybe at Backlash, but it's not happening here. Because they're
Backlash.
I
both
wouldn't mind
in
seeing it, but in the future. But
they're,
I mean,
they're
I
in
don't
the,
mind.
I
you
don't
could.
think it'd make sense at Mania
Why
And
is
why
that?
is that?
because it'd make more sense.
Can you
for
stop
them-
whispering?
Yeah, please.
It would make more sense for them to have a match later on because it's not really a big match considering that Charlotte and Asuka are going, and Nia and Alexa are going.
I mean, they
why
have-
have
It's a fair
a third women's match that isn't?
It's a good point. I'm just
Fair
saying,
point.
like, why they've been
okay.
building this up, so eventually it's gonna.
Well, it has
Peak
happened. You guys
somewhere?
could go on the WWE Network and watch their several NXT matches that they
Yeah.
had.
But I'm saying, like, this is like, yeah, they had a bunch of matches at NXT and stuff like that. But I'm saying, like, they've built them not liking each other now. Again,
Yeah.
So it has to end
They gotta
somewhere.
fight.
So they might do it for Backlash.
Who knows? They could be the final two in the Battle Royal.
The
could
final
be.
two.
But
Isn't
Absolution's
Sasha the
at
one
play
that
too.
Lasted the longest. in the
Sasha
Rumble?
did last
Who
the
lasts
longest
the
in the
longest?
Rumble. But this is different. Everyone starts the match in the ring.
Yeah.
I know.
So it's a little different.
So the highlights would definitely be Sasha, Bailey, Absolution, and everyone else.
So that was that. Next we had
I didn't like
Braun.
the high school stuff though. Me and you did not
Look
like
at
that at all.
these
That was kind of annoying.
We had Braun in the bar. The bar came out. They said, we're a team. We need to prepare. It's only fair that we know who your partner is right now. Because Kurt Angle said he needs a partner. He can't be a tag team champion by himself.
Unfortunately, which is what we all wanted.
And he says, well, if you want to know who my partner is, you have to beat me in this match right now. So him and Sheamus had a match. And guys, what happened in that match? Who won?
Braun.
Oh, I guess she's still talking.
I thought Brock Lesnar came in and killed.
No, but Braun did win this match, and we still don't know who his partner's going to be.
Elias.
He did say he thinks he knows who it is, or
It's
he
gonna
does
be
know.
Elias.
I don't think it's going to be Elias.
Dear, let it be Elias.
I don't think it's going to be Elias.
Why? When he wins, we'll just throw him over and start beating him with instruments.
I wonder who it will be, though.
Who's at play?
Who would you say, if it's not Elias, who do you guys want it to be?
Matt Hardy.
No, Matt
I'm
Hardy's
scared.
in the Battle Royal. He already said
I
that.
know.
Who do you, Chris,
it's
if
not
you had to
Elias?
pick one person to be his tag team partner,
Edge. You literally said if I could pick one person.
one
Active
person
roster.
who could actually wrestle right now.
Edge might come back.
No,
You
he
don't
actually
know.
said that he said again after Daniel Bryan got cleared. He said, "I will never wrestle again,
He's just saying
ever,
that.
because
That's
I
what they-
literally can't."
That's what they do. They put
No,
out press
he has a very
releases.
successful podcast,
Yeah, and then
and
he
he's
can
has a
wrestle.
good acting career.
He has an acting career.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on sci-fi shows.
He's on
and other things.
Vikings.
He's on Vikings.
He's in
got stuff.
Vikings.
Yeah,
He does
He's
have the
doing well for
body
himself.
for it. You're right. All right. Other than Edge, I don't know. Current on the roster.
Yeah, active roster.
I don't know.
what about Kane?
Why?
I don't know. Just throwing a name out there.
I mean,
Curtis, not Curtis
I
Axel.
like Kane.
Kurt Hawkins.
Is he related to Steven?
No, he's not related to Stephen Hawking.
I was just trying to think of people who are not really doing anything. Upper mid-card or mid-card. Upper
Oh,
mid-card.
Jeff Hardy. There we go.
No, because he came back in the Ultimate Deletion, so he's gonna be doing stuff post Mania. I'm guessing.
Mower of lawns, chair of wheels.
Did you just Forrest Whitaker?
No, that was Matt Hardy
it's
in
Matt
Ultimate
Hardy.
He
Deletion.
sounded like a Forrest Whitaker in Rogue One.
Who do you think, Steven?
I don't know.
Who's your?
I actually have no idea.
Yeah, I have no idea either. I've been trying to think the past few days about
Hulk
this.
Hogan.
It's not-
Ah, you can't even pretend like you guys aren't gonna lose your mind if Hulk
Oh,
Hogan's
if
music
Hulk
hits
Hogan
at
shows up-
WrestleMania.
yeah, if Hulk Hogan teams
Oh.
with Braun, I'll
He
lose my
needs
mind.
it.
Does he?
Yeah. His life is in shambles.
Is it?
Bring back the
Is it really in
NWO.
shambles?
Yeah.
How so?
He's like a laughing stock,
Is he?
Did his wife leave him? His kids don't like him. He had that whole sex tape video.
Yeah, but he made $100 million off of that.
I'm pretty
so.
sure you're leaving out the part where he is like super racist.
Yeah, he's also super racist.
That, I guess. I never heard that.
How about Mark Henry?
Metallica made fun of him a lot, too.
Mark Henry
Who's
was
Mark
the guy
Henry?
who got Braun Strowman signed.
He did tweet that when Braun tweet that when Mark Henry got announced in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, but
Which
that's
is
not
cool.
going to happen. Because he is getting inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he can't be at
No,
Mania.
because then Mark Henry's going to have to wrestle more because Braun's winning. He's not going to
Yeah,
lose.
that's true. That'd be so cool to see Mark Henry and Braun Strowman though.
But how cool
Bray
would it
Wyatt.
be?
They used to be.
Now Braun's the alpha male. But no, that's not going to happen.
No.
So let's talk about women again. We're doing that a lot. A lot of women's segments on Raw tonight.
Oh,
or
hey,
on
Katie.
Monday.
Didn't see you there. What?
We have some Ronda Rousey stuff now.
Yeah.
Everyone loves Ronda. She's a time traveler, apparently.
I feel like I used to like her.
What do you mean used to?
I don't know. Every time she comes on the screen, I get cringed.
Damn, dude.
I do. No, I kind of agree with. Look, I don't cringe, but it's like feels like the same stuff every week. Like she comes in and she's all surprised that the fans love her and she's smiling and
Well, this
all
week,
stuff.
she did some stuff she hasn't done yet.
This week she quickly got to the point. Whereas like a little while ago, a few weeks ago, she'd be in the ring for like 5 minutes while everyone's chanting her name. She's like, oh, okay, stop. This week she came in like 2 minutes of that, and then she's like, all right, time to get to work.
Well, Kurt Angle obviously was out there too. He says that he's been very impressed with Ronda and her training. They've been training a lot together. If you follow Instagram,
Yeah, she's posted pictures with Kurt in the back.
he says no one has caught on as quickly as her that he's ever seen, which I should point. A lot of people say that Kurt Angle was the fastest to ever grasp professional wrestling. So, but Ronda comes out. She has some weird makeup going on, some like weird red eyeliner.
Dude, the eyeliner made her look sinister.
She's going with the Asuka look.
Hashtag WWE Glam Squad. Ronda says that Stephanie McMahon is trust fund tough. Sick burn on the
She said that?
Yeah, she did.
I thought she said something with a trainer.
Wet.
No, they had the promo. Well,
No, she said something about Stephanie needing someone to train her,
yeah.
Yeah.
while Ronda can kind of just get into it. Stephanie
all.
needs help.
Yeah. I don't know. I
Did
remember her
they-
saying something.
Did they have the? I'm just gonna call it the Authority, but did they have the Authority promo before or after the Ronda and Kurt stuff? With the whole thing of like the trainer being like Triple H and Steph have been.
Yeah.
I've trained with world class
Yeah,
athletes
he said
and
they're,
stars.
They're
and-
better athletes than most NFL
Yeah.
players.
Yeah, that's. I've worked with
Okay.
NFL players and they work harder than them. And I was like, all right.
Midnight workouts. Anyway, she did say that she is trust fund tough and that she'll rip her arm out at WrestleMania when she gets her chance.
What are the chants you think there's going to be a chant when that happens with the chant of rip her arm out? I feel like there's going to be some sort of chant. Probability of that happening.
Let's do it.
73.27.
Okay.
I just did the math. Absolution comes out
Which was weird.
in all their glory. Paige says that she needs someone to have her back, to watch her back because,
She ain't need nobody to watch her back. It's a
so
lie.
they ask her to join Absolution.
No.
Ronda says that she has an Olympic gold medalist watching her back.
Who's
But
that?
Paige makes a good point.
Good angle.
Paige makes a good point that Ronda wouldn't even be in this situation if Kurt didn't start it. Because he brought up the fact that Triple H and Stephanie were talking some crap about her. Bless you.
Thanks, man.
But Ronda declines. But Absolution says, well, now they have to beat her up.
Because that's like a likely scenario. Like, that's what you jump to. Join us.
So they go to attack, but Ronda kills them.
Yeah.
More or less. They died.
Yeah, at
Everyone
one
other
point,
than Paige.
I thought Ronda Rousey was actually gonna do like an MMA move on her.
Well, she did. She
Like
judo
on the floor.
throwed
Yeah,
her.
I thought
She
actually
judo
I
threw her.
finish it though.
And she teased,
Oh, yeah,
she teased
she-
the arm.
yeah,
she teased the arm bar.
Kurt had to stop her.
Yeah.
he's
I
like,
felt like if she could have messed it up really easily, like, oh yeah, this is what I want to do to Holly Holmes or whatever. And,
damn, bringing up Holly Holm already.
oh yeah, it's her bane.
You could say Amanda Nunes is her bane.
Nunes.
both.
Nunes and pretty much ended everything for her.
Nunes.
Maybe she just finished the job. Holly Holm kind of started it.
Yeah, that's true. Good point.
So
But
are
that's
you, guys,
MMA.
are you guys excited for this match? Are you
No.
excited for Triple H and Steph versus Kurt and Ronda?
I mean, I'm excited to see what Ronda does in the ring. I'm very interested to see how she is. But that's pretty much it. We know what the end result's going to be.
You never know.
I know. I'm
never
afraid.
know.
I'm afraid that
You never
Triple
know.
H is gonna dust off the golden shovel before he walks out. But I'm just more interested to see how Ronda does compared to what the rest of the match is gonna bring to the table.
I mean, okay, when they wrestle, is Triple H gonna have hair?
He might have some stubble on his head, but I doubt it.
No.
He has to shave it.
He's gonna
get
shave.
that.
He might have the.
He's
the
gonna
beard.
put 8 coats of spray tan on, come out
he's
looking
gonna
like
use that
the
bronzer
center of the earth.
The bronzer?
only on his thighs.
Yeah, last year he forgot to put the it on his armpits, so he would like do his pose, and it was like
He might have just sweated off though.
dark and then light and then all dark. He was really brown
Yeah,
last
he
year.
was. He was like.
copper.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't even tan.
He went a
He was,
little
he
hard.
was in
God.
Florida last year, right?
Last year, yeah.
Yeah, so he
Orlando.
was like unnatural Florida tan. Like it's like you don't get that tan in Florida. Like that, no, that doesn't happen.
Yeah, he went a little hard, but yeah, he'll probably do. No, he won't have hair.
So, yeah, he's not going to have hair during this match. Stephanie's going to be there.
Yeah.
Like, this does not sound
Are we
sound
gonna
like
get
fun.
another cringy? I messaged you the other day because at my new job, they have the network,
entrance?
and they were showing. I think it was WrestleMania 32 or
Yeah,
33,
Roman.
and yeah, with Roman and I said it to Steven, and I said this was probably the most cringy entrance ever of Steph like hype manning for Triple
Yeah.
H for
I
way too long,
He'll probably just have a whole police escort again, like last year.
which would be cool.
He always has a
With her
fun
on.
entrance.
Yeah, he has a fun entrance, but it's everything up before that. That is
Yeah.
very. My favorite one's still when he throws the sledgehammer through the glass.
You didn't like the Terminator one?
The Terminator one was also cool.
It probably would have been better if it wasn't daytime.
Yeah,
His
and also the
entrances are
weird,
so extra.
like the on the Titantron, like the Terminator robot they had. This
Arnold.
looked real glitchy.
And Arnold
Yeah,
was
yeah.
on the.
Yeah, it just looked weird and glitchy. Yeah, but
I don't know. I think they're doing a pretty good job building this match.
they're doing a great job building it up. I'm just like,
No.
Yeah.
Look, I posted on our Instagram today at 3-Man Wrestling Pod. For those who do not follow yet, this WrestleMania card, especially compared to recent years, is pretty insane when you think about it. Everyone's healthy for the first time in a long time.
I'm knocking on the table here.
Going
Because
into
Anything can happen next
yeah,
week,
that is
Steven.
true. We've had some scares with AJ and whatnot.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, there's that one year. What was that? The year Triple H had to win the belt to make the
Yeah.
main event interesting. Everyone was injured.
All
Last
the people
year-
that were hyping up, they
Yeah.
were all injured.
Last year was a little disappointing, but still fun.
It was still a good
but
time.
I am like super excited for WrestleMania this year. I mean, it's like the dream match WrestleMania when you think about it.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of stuff we didn't think we were going to see.
Yeah, so I'm excited for everything, quite frankly. But I'm always the optimist. I'm always the one looking forward to everything. That's kind of my role here. That's why I have you guys to be pessimistic. But after that, we had The Miz Taraj versus Gallows and Anderson, and we're going to brush right by this real quick. The club won that with the Magic Killer.
I love that move.
It's a fun move. It's a fun move.
You know, Anderson doesn't have to be the pin guy this week, so that's always good.
True.
Good times.
After that, we had Elias. We weren't tricked. This wasn't the Snickers commercial like we were early in the night. This was actually him. He does his normal running down the town. One funny quote I wrote down that Alex will enjoy is that he said, "After this, I'm going to leave you all tonight like LeBron is going to leave in a few years." That because they were in Cleveland. They were at the Quicken Loans Arena.
Mhm.
And he had a match after with Rhino, and he won. And he beat up Heath Slater after that, too. So we're gonna brush by that too.
What is he gonna do at Mania?
If he's not Braun's partner, probably just the Battle Royal. Maybe he'll win. Who's in the Battle Royal confirmed? We have it here. We have in this picture
John Cena.
the Revival,
Mhm.
Mojo Rawley, who won last year, Baron Corbin, who won 2 years ago, Matt Hardy, and Ty Dillinger. A wild Ty Dillinger appears. After that, we had our main event of the evening. John Cena. This is like a dream match for Chris. John Cena versus Kane.
Yeah.
After Kane challenged Cena last week.
Yeah, after answering the call for the Undertaker.
Yep.
So the Bro Migo took
This was
over.
a no DQ match, so it was a good time.
Mm-hmm.
They broke some stuff. They threw each other around into various objects throughout the arena. Let's run through it real quick. Cena hits Kane with the barricade. Where they go into the crowd, he hits him with the barricade, and then Kane suplexes Cena onto the barricade. Pretty fun spot. They go back into the ring. Kane goes to expose the top turnbuckle. While doing that, Cena does the patented Undertaker sit-up. This whole match, he was kind of mocking Undertaker.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's trying to get Undertaker to answer him for his challenge at WrestleMania. So yeah, he actually chokeslams Kane at one point to further antagonize the Undertaker. They set up there was a couple table spots too. Cena hit the AA on Kane through a table. That was actually how the match ended. So I skipped Kane throwing Cena through a table too in the corner. So I jumped ahead a bit. But that was the end of the match. Cena hit the AA on Kane through a table set up by Kane. So that was the match. He beats Kane, the brother of The Undertaker, which was news to Katie. She did not know that they were quote unquote brothers.
Noob.
So after the match, John Cena grabs a mic. He goes, "Where's the lightning? Where's the bell? Where are you?" He actually legit yells, "Where are you, Undertaker?" Cena's having a good time.
Yeah,
I
he
think
went
doing
insane.
this.
He's literally going crazy. Like it's cool that they're adding on, but that he's going insane trying to get the
Yeah.
Undertaker.
I thought he was gonna go Super Saiyan Cena.
He says,
I'm waiting for that.
you know, I don't mind going to WrestleMania as a
As a
fan.
fan.
It'd be a good time, obviously, but he thinks The Undertaker needs to accept his challenge. He says, "I know you're not deaf, you're just a coward. You're not The Undertaker anymore. You're just an old man sitting at home or whatever."
Oh man. Well,
He says, "Get those eyes out of the back of your head and listen to when they chant. Watch when they chant. They want you back."
see, that's more entertaining than Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns.
Right, and like I said, I feel like they changed the route they were going with Brock and Roman because Undertaker's not showing up. So it'd be like, oh, Brock's not showing up, Undertaker also not showing up. It'd be kind of the same thing heading into WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
So they had to change one of them. And now we see Undertaker's not going to show up every week. We don't even know if he'll show up next week. We don't even know if he'll show up at WrestleMania.
He has to.
No, it's going to happen. It's just a matter of how they do it.
The thing that kept me really intrigued with this was that I was thinking at any given moment we were gonna finally.
No, yeah, I
hear
was
it.
waiting for the bell or a motorcycle.
Yeah.
You never know.
Ugh.
But yeah, what was funny is that Cena's walking up the ramp and he keeps doing the Undertaker eye roll and
Yeah.
like.
He does
he's
this.
so goofy.
He does the slit the throat right at the camera right before.
Cena,
the
like
intro.
Chris always says, is pretty much just a gift machine.
Yes.
Yep.
He
Beautiful.
he really knows how to get those reaction gifts for people. My
Yeah.
my gift keyboard is basically just all John Cena.
I was really bummed out Kane lost again, though. I mean, I think I wanted Cena to win this, but I want Kane to win. I haven't seen him win in a long time.
Well, he might win his mayor race in Knoxville County, Tennessee. So that's a
This might be
big
the
one.
last time we see him for a while.
Am I
Unless
going
we see
to
him
choke
next week.
slam the opponent?
That'd be cool.
That guy, I'm not.
But that was Raw.
When's
That
the
was-
last time? Didn't he fight Braun Strowman?
Yeah, he
He
lost
just
to Braun. He got flattened by the
Yeah, he just got
by
thrown
the
around the whole
commentator's table.
time.
Yeah, no, he was there to lose.
Yeah.
So Braun and Brock didn't lose. Yeah, that was Raw. Second to last Raw before WrestleMania. What'd you guys think overall? Good time? Yes,
Yeah, it was a
no,
pretty good
maybe.
show.
Yeah, it's alright.
All right.
They need to really pump it up for the going home show.
Hopefully there's no tug of war for the belt.
Yeah.
Like last time Brock and Roman were in the main event.
They
Please, no.
they actually had a tug of war match.
The last shot of Raw going into WrestleMania was Brock and Roman both holding the belt and going like that. It was like the dumbest thing.
They literally were just playing.
Showed the struggles, bro.
They're like kids.
So yeah.
Oh, obviously, Brock.
I'm
was in that
assuming
tug of
I'm
war.
assuming that Raw next week will probably end with The Undertaker.
Oh yeah.
Although I would not mind if Cena's just like chilling at WrestleMania and all of a sudden the gong hits and he's like, oh, I have a match now. Sweet. But that's not going to happen. You have to build it. You have to hype it up even more. Yeah, Raw was all right. It wasn't the best Raw we've seen in a while.
No.
A lot to look forward to, though. They're building all the matches up pretty well. So that was Raw, like I've said. Thanks for listening, guys. Check out our social media stuff. We've been posting a lot more on there. Try to get your opinions on stuff. Comment on that.
Ask us questions.
Yeah.
We love the
Ask
talk
us questions. We'll
on the
answer
podcast with your
them.
questions.
Yeah, we'll answer them on here. If you guys want, I'll answer them in the comments. Maybe even both. Yeah, like and subscribe all of our stuff that you heard before this even started. We'd appreciate that. Like all the things we post. Give us some listens. Oh, we're on iTunes.
Yeah.
So that was fun. That happened when we couldn't record. So, but
Unfortunately.
we are on iTunes. So subscribe to us on there. That's probably the best place to get everything. Or YouTube, depending on who you ask. YouTube is where we're going to post other stuff other than the podcast. So subscribe to that too. That's our two main spots right there. But this was Raw. Thanks for listening to this. When you're done, check out our SmackDown, which will be posted probably the day after this. So you can't listen to it right away unless it's like Saturday or something. So thanks for listening, guys. I am Steven.
I'm Alex.
And Chris.
We'll see you all next time.
Bye.